23 Ways We Waste Money. Matthew Ashiomolowo Part 1. Today I'd like to challenge you on the 23 ways we burn money. I want to challenge you to see how we waste the monies provided by the monies we work for, and how instead of us investing, we lose the things that come into our hands. Many people complain about having no money, but they do not realize that they are the ones burning it. Number 1. Borrowing money on credit cards. You see, when you borrow money on a credit card, you may not realize that you are empowering the rich to become richer. You are making some people to become better. Some of us take pride in the fact that we have a gold card, but the truth is this: you are paying for plastic, while those who gave you the plastic are keeping your gold. That is the truth. So when you pay with cash, it will help you to track your spending. Shouldn't we use a credit card? Well, credit card is good when you need warranties for what you buy, but how many? Number 2 way we burn money is those who play the lottery with the mind that one day I will win. One day I would win. Some spend all of their life. I can personally tell you that my father, who was a soldier for 22 years in the Nigerian army, spent all of his salary or nothing but playing what we call the pools, trying to bet on which English football team will win against the other. He had never traveled to that part of the world, but he did bet, and every Saturday at noon they were sick by the BBC radio waiting to hear the results, and some announcer with a very English the voice who come up and announced, "Don't cast the one, Darlington won a draw," and many times they've never won anything. For 22 years he wasted his money on the lottery. We had no house, we lived in the cheapest of places, we didn't even have clothes to wear that are anything to talk about. The third way people burn money by subscribing to expensive things like cable stations, which they do not need. If you go to some people's homes, you have up to 3 to 4 subscriptions to different companies. Here in Europe or the United Kingdom, we have Sky. Then apart from Sky, people have Freeview. Then apart from Freeview, people are Virgins. Then apart from Virgin, they have many other expensive cable stations which they don't have the time to watch, but they keep the subscription. Going on top of that is Netflix, which they do not have the time. Well, meanwhile Netflix goes home smiling and thanking those who burn their money subscribing to them. It makes us feel like we have achieved a status quo. The fourth way we burn money is by taking an unnecessary insurance policy. Yeah, I am one of those who would rather encourage you to take policies in areas that are needed. You build a house, you bought a car, you need to ensure that insurance policies like cancer insurance, life insurance on children, are specialty insurance. Let me tell you the truth, the chance of some things happening is very slim. Why to take cancer insurance as if you knew that cancer was coming to you? Why take insurance on a child when the child is 5, 10 and might probably live up to 90 to 100? So perpetually you send money to the insurance company for what the child may never benefit from. If you are taking the same money you put in insurance for a child, even if it is as small as the British £5 or 10, and you put in some kind of savings account for the child, or put it together and buy treasury bills and let the interest rule, by the time the child is an adult will have achieved more. The sixth way we burn money is by using a charging ATM card. When you can plan and withdraw money, what is the charging ATM card you need? To take note, not all banks give you an ATM card where you don't pay for using the ATM card. You've got to look for the companies, the competitive banks that allow you to use an ATM without having to pay charges for using it. The derivation for them is that their name is out there. You will always remember the bank that allowed you to use their system free in case you want to open an account, so it becomes a win-win. It's like the company called Intel. For a long time their software was inside computers and they were not charging the computer companies, so for a long time Intel became information in people's minds until Intel was needed. The seventh is home shopping from television. When you home shop from television, you buy things you don't need. Actors are brought to demonstrate a dress that may never fit you. Some cleaning equipment to clean your floor, as if this is the best thing since sliced bread. And then thirdly, I've observed whenever they sell jewels, they zoom in cameras. The jewel looks shiny, bigger, and you thought that's the actual size until it arrives and it's some kind of tiny the thing that's almost unnoticeable when you wear it. You didn't know that the cameras in the studio, the lights have been increased, the whole thing had been enhanced. You know, maybe you didn't even know that in photo shooting and video shooting the recording can be enhanced so that the thing has 10 times the strength and beauty, and you were LED astray, for your money had already gone. And many times they'll say money back guarantee, but you also are reluctant to send it back. The ninth way many burn money is by donating over the phone to unfamiliar people. Yeah, you hear people making appeals, you don't know who they are, you don't even know if 60 of the money spent on administration. Have you ever noticed that when they want to advertise for water to be provided for poor people, they will use some places where animals are excrete into the water and people go draw the water to drink? They will never show you the Beautiful cities next door to the same place, or they'll show your children who have been abused, so you end up giving money because you felt a sense of guilt that you have so much and these don't have. You've got to learn how to discern and do your research even after you've seen the advert. Okay, if this is true about these people, how much of the money given goes to administration? A good number of charities, not putting down any charitable organization, but a good number of charities, a large chunk of their giving, of the money people give to them, goes to administration. They have a director of this, director of that, director of this, who has never themselves have been to the places they show. They use images that appeal to our humanity. You burn money when you send it to people you don't know, in places you don't know, for causes you don't know. The ninth way many people burn their money is by investing money by phone. We don't familiar people. Man, you took your money and you were investing because somebody told you if you put your money with us. That's why they put their money with us. Their money increased by 10, by 20, by 50%. And this law of salivation makes us salivate and think, oh wow, then I will make so much money. You know the good book, the Bible, tells the parable of the man who bought land. One man bought land and was going to invest. He was going to investigate the land at night. How do you buy land and go and check it at night? Suppose it has chemical spillage. In England we call it the brownfield. You will not be allowed to build on the brownfield, but you bought it. You did not investigate before you put your money there. On the 10th very interesting way of ways people burn money is by joining multi-level marketing or multi-label chain or multi-level schemes offered to them by friends or things they read somewhere. I cannot make enough noise on this, and every day I see people separated from their money. Multi-level marketing takes advantage of people in church. They know we are very trusting. It takes advantage of people of certain community. They know we're very trusting. When somebody comes to you and say the first man, the man will join this thing last, he's now on level 5. If you bring 5 friends, you will go to a level this, and then your money will increase. They'll tell you also, buy this soap, buy this medicine, buy this tea. Anyone would drink this tea. They lose weight when they want to. Multi-level marketing only pays the person who founded it and a couple of people under here. Too many people in our community have joined. They go to the meetings. They are screaming, we shall be wealthy, we shall be this. They make them try to sell what nobody is buying at a price no one is buying. In the end, your subscription money has gone away in the Money Masterclass. When eventually we begin to challenge you to subscribe, it will be for information, for knowledge that you can take to go and activate and make something happen for you, and it has no bring 2 friends. Then get this, no, rather hours, hundreds of hours of teaching on how to be a millionaire, how to be a billionaire, how to start business, reasons why you should own your own company is what we teach at the Money Masterclass. Multi-level marketing is an indirect way of the Ponzi scheme, making money out of people by promising them what may never happen. In the years that I have been on Earth and I've heard of multi-level marketing, I have never met one person, one uno, who has prospered through the multi-level marketing scheme. So you must bear in mind this truth. Number 11. Where people burn money buying a recreational vehicle. What is a recreational vehicle? You have a car to take you to work, but then you went and bought a boat which you might ride on the water with for only 2 weeks in the whole year. It is tying down $50,000, $100,000. Some people, their recreation vehicle may be some sports utility vehicle they used to go compete in a go-kart place. You bought it £30,000, but you only use it 1 week in the year. Recreational vehicles which you said, okay, I'll be riding my motorcycle, so you bought yourself a nice Harley Davidson, $10,000, $20,000. Buy your Harley Davidson is gathering dust and spiders are riding on it because you hardly have the time. So $25,000 that could have bought shares in some of the greatest performing companies on earth have been tied to this recreational vehicle which you hardly ride. You are burning money and burning opportunities. The next way many people burn money is the blind purchase of second-hand things without a price in mind. You just saw the price, oh, this thing is this amount. Please subscribe to watch the second part of this educative video.